Hiya, so I thought I'd do a very quick reaction video inspired by a subscriber that left a comment only a few hours ago actually, which I'll show in a minute. But they asked me to check out this guy's report, Phil McNulty's match report. So yeah, it was 2-0, rubbish match. The only game I've watched live in full all season, and it was terrible. But oh well, at least the better of the team that I preferred won, and my dad was over the moon. Me not so bothered, which is weird because like I said in the last video, I had been a lifelong fan of Liverpool all the way up until my, I guess you'd call it, spiritual awakening a few years ago. And now it's just like I see things completely differently for what they actually are. But anyway, yeah, it's a reaction video to this that I put out. I uploaded it yesterday, but I recorded it the night before the game. But just a reminder for people, I'll leave the link again for this, but have a look at the moon cycles, because it's a new moon on Monday, a bit like that Duran Duran song, New Moon on Monday. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting month, and this was a 1st of June jobby. Thanks again everyone for your comments. Yeah, you'll notice there that the UEFA final in the week was 4-1. This one was 2-0. Add the two scores together, you got 6-1, June 1st. Anyway, let me get to the... Yeah, thanks everybody. Let me just get to the comment. Here she is. So it's Sandy Brown. I've got to assume it's a girl or a woman. It's not specifically that one, but that's pretty interesting as well. There's a lot of twos going on in those sport results. Cheers, Vlad. But it's specifically, yeah, this comment here that's inspired this video. And I've actually found it now, which is great, because there is a specific photo to do with Gamble, which I'll get to in a minute. And the two. So I was half right with the score, 2-0. It wasn't 2-2. But this photograph is a 2-2. And yeah, I replied not too long ago when I tried to find it originally. There was a different report that had updated 22 minutes ago, literally when I pressed it. It won't say 22 minutes now if I press on that link, so it's not worth me pressing that link. Oh, I can't get that down. No. Anyway, let me get to the photograph again. So it's to do with this photo on BBC Sport. Yeah, there was that penalty scored by Salah. You notice his number is 11. There's been a lot of talk about 11 lately. 1 + 1, of course, is 2. 2-0. Anyway, let me scroll down to this picture again, because it's pretty incredible. It really is. There you go. So clearly there. I wish I could get that icon down. It's in such an awkward place. I can't get it. Pochettino's Kane gamble comes up close. Sorry, comes up short. I've just read close up there. So that headline there for that picture. And the shorts, yeah, comes up short. Shorts. Check out the numbers on those shorts. The 2s. The player in the middle, his number is actually 23. 9th prime. 9 + 23 is 32, the reverse. 3 is the 2nd prime as well. So 2, Second prime is 3. That guy in the middle's short's a 23. That's a clear 22 there. I'm sure you can see that. Clear 22, just like Sandy Brown points out. Completely matching what my title of the video was all about. And if you watch that short video, you'll understand why I got the 22. 2 plus 2 as well for 4% moon yesterday. But that's not all. I wanted to just have a quick look at the gematria for that specific headline. Pochettino's Kane gamble comes up short. Specifically the gamble bit. Remember that, okay? Right, so I've copy and pasted that little bit of a headline, sub-headline I suppose you call it. Very quickly then, reduced, you don't need to really know much more about that. 12 times 12, 144. It's an obvious one. Jewish reduced, 151. Let's quickly show that. It had a bit of a 36 3 6s thing going on. 36th prime for 151. We know that 36th triangular number up there. 666, of course. 36 is 6. Yeah, times 6. 8th prime. So that's on that 36th prime for 151, Jewish reduced for the headline. Jewish ordinal then. I don't need to show that in a calculator. 365 days minus 367. You're left with 2, aren't you? 2. 2 days over from the year. 2-0 was the score. 2-0 the score. Specific 2s there on the shorts. Comes up short. Yeah, 365 plus 2 is 367. Jewish normal then, 1402. That's a Valentine's Day connection as well, of course. 14th of February for Valentine's Day. Also 1402 PM. Well, that's obviously 2:02 PM, isn't it? 1402 PM in a PM is 2:02 PM. 2:02. 2-0. It was 2-0. Hope that makes sense. That's quite a big one on that Jewish. 14 on a clock 02 becomes 2:02. 2-0. 2-0. But 2-2 as well, either side. 2-0. 2-2 over either side. Right, quickly moving on then. Again, that same little headline. Gamble coming up short in the primes. 12-17. This one's pretty deep. Because first of all, it goes to 199th prime for 12-17. 199 then is the 46th prime. And 46 is 2 times 23, isn't it? I've already said how the second prime is 3. It's 2 times 23, that. 2-0. So it's all about the 2. So that was on the primes one. And then reverse primes. 1681. That one's pretty big as well because it's the square root of 41. See that up there? 41 times 41. That's pretty massive because 41 is that master of time prime. 13th. Master of time prime. 41, 13 times 13. And this is what we're doing the gematria on, because of that double 22. Gamble as well. I'm going to get to the gamble now. So that's the headline. The only ones I've not shown you so far is this Sumerian. Let's zoom in on that. 2322. So that's 11:22 p.m. JFK, November 22nd on that one. Again, a reminder, it's all about those twos. The 2, second prime being 3, and you got the 2 left over. Hope that makes sense on that. Now getting back to the gamble. So again, that's the headline, gamble, short. Let's get back to that photograph. Short, coming up short. This photograph of the shorts with 2-2. 467 in ALW Kabbalah. 467 for that headline. This is where the gamble bit comes into play. 91st prime 467 is. 91st prime. 91 is again Master of Time triangular number, 13th. 91 plus 13 equals message received 10-4, 104, yeah? Big Back to the Future reference as well on that. 104. That was from 91st prime 467, 91 being the 13th triangular number. We added the 2 together from the Kabbalah. There's my betting slip from yesterday. Gamble. My maximum return would have been that one. 10-4, 104. There's the 2-2 bet. I also had a bit of a 3-1 either way. It's 13, because it was 13 days before Trump's birthday, so I also had a 3-1 thing. 3 minus 1 is 2, and it was 2-0. It wasn't 2-2 like I thought. Maximum return on this gamble would have been £104. The 104 I've just shown, which came from that headline. Gamble comes up short. There's the shorts with the 2-2 on it. Gamble. My maximum bet would have got £104. We found 104 through the 467 Kabbalah cipher on that headline. 91st prime. That's the 13th triangular. 91 plus 13 is the 104. Cheers.